when you make everybody feel like a boss in his office, it does not make you less of a boss. I came back, next thing I heard Pastor say was, provision precedes the vision. I think something else that gave me confidence running for office was I knew that I was qualified.
Not just like God.
Yes.
I have persons that ask me certain questions like, should a child of God be into politics? I'm like, what do you mean? Daniel was a politician. If you're interested in politics as a child of God and you do not really know how to go about it the right way, I think you should stay tuned and watch this video. This video is especially for you because the Lord had you in mind when He inspired me to do this. This video is very special to me. I'm going to have on set with me today a very dear friend, a profound leader. I don't know what to say. She's such a great person. She's an inspiration, an influence. She has inspired so many of us. She has inspired me. She has inspired a lot of persons. Now this video is really just going to shine a light on her adventures of faith. Faith really is an adventure when we set out to walk, not blindly because we have the word of God, but when we set out to walk with God and using His word as a guide, I think that is such great faith, such an adventure to do that. It's so inspiring. So her story is one of such stories that I hold so dear to my heart because this is someone that I have seen over the years. It's such a privilege having her on set with me. Now, I think that you're one person that I sincerely admire, and not because we are friends, but because you're such a great leader. Thank you so much. You've been such an inspiration. You've been a motivation. Thank you so much.
Okay.
So grateful.
Okay.
Now, guys, if you do not know, she is the current president of Pharmaceutical Association of Nigeria students.
Yeah,
I think you corrected me earlier.
Yeah.
Nigerian students, Unijust chapter, right?
Yes.
Alright, so she has filled in so many leadership positions. I think at one point she was the something for Jane SDG, director of SDGs. That's for the student body in Unijust. And then you are also APS. So APS is what exactly is APS?
Association of Plateau Pharmacy Students.
She was the president, and then now she's the current president of PANS. Thank you. When they say that ladies are not doing a lot, we look at you and we're like, look at Judy doing it. We're literally doing it all. She's also a baker. She's also a pharmacy student. She's also a business person. A motivational speaker. Don't you do some motivation sometimes?
I don't do that.
You finally read a book, you'll be like, okay, let me talk.
I hardly ever do that.
And she's also a lover of God. We've seen her do a lot of things. Thank you, Judith. Yeah. So she would introduce herself.
Okay. Hello, guys. My name is Judith. Judith Zambo. Yes. I'm a pharmacy student, like you said. I think she missed something about me. I'm a lover of sports, so yes.
How did I forget? She does it all. I think when they're planning for the awards committee for her set, I would be like, most versatile person should be, because what don't you do? She
don't
cooks.
Dance.
Oh, she's a terrible dancer.
I don't dance. Okay.
But if you can do sports, you should be able to dance
right?
a bit.
I hear that a lot. I can't move to save my life. But okay.
There's several things. If you decide to pursue a career in
dancing,
in sports, you have such a great destiny there. That's if you want to pursue that. And then in baking and cooking, politics and.
There are very few things that I would like to pursue a career in, even though I'm good at it, right?
Okay.
Politics is not one of it. I'm sorry that we're here to talk about politics and leadership.
But that's literally what the video is.
Exactly. after now, I think that I'm done. You'll probably find out why after this video. But so yeah, politics, nah. Pharmacy, maybe. Business, yes. Maybe not baking.
That's so sad.
What part of it is sad?
Because we look at you and we're like, oh, you're going to do it all, and then I mean, it's
Nobody
sad for
can
us.
do it all.
Exactly.
I mean,
It's sad for us, but then the reality is that
nobody
you said,
can do it all.
exactly, Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think you can do it all. You literally are doing it all right now.
I don't want to do it all.
I think, yeah. But then, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
You're
So,
welcome.
I was going to ask you some questions. Is with the politics, I know that your mom is currently running for an office.
Oopsie. Okay, yeah, thank you.
But like, congratulations for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, and I wish you guys all the best.
Thank you.
But then, do you think that politics is something that runs in the family? Because I know that your cousin also is in the politics. Was that something that you woke up and then you suddenly you're like, I think I should pursue this?
No, definitely not. I mean, growing up in a home with a mother that is a politician, I don't think that I admired politics a bit, right?
Okay.
I personally thought that it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work. I mean, it was very stressful. There's somebody that leaves the house very early in the morning, has meetings through the night. Sometimes when meetings are at home, you know, we're literally in the room trying to sleep and there are a bunch of people talking about like really weird things, you know, up until 2-3 a.m. And I honestly thought my beauty sleep, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
But so I think that I just saw politics. I saw my mom doing politics and I just thought that it had to be somebody really strong, right? And for women, just like, you know, you had mentioned, there are very few women in politics, actively doing politics. So for the time my mom like usually actively engages in, you know, politics, especially when the season comes and all of that,
Yeah.
you find out that in a room of like 30-40 people, she's the only female,
Yeah.
you know, and you can't be timid.
Yeah,
You can't be quiet, right? And I tell my mom that I think that she's the strongest and the wisest politician I have met in my life. Maybe because I have seen her do politics, you know, I've watched her do politics closely. I've seen her literally fight with men that are bigger than her, you know, older, intellectually, you know, in all ramifications. But when it comes to politics, you see her dominating as a woman. And I think that it was something that I saw and admired from a distance, you know, but not something that I thought or groomed myself for.
Now the funny thing is, with what she's saying is that she just mentioned her mom always having conversations at wee hours, coming back late. And the funny thing is, I've seen you. I've seen you walk in those shoes. Like before we even started this meeting, you had like several calls to make sure things were going in order, and then you trying to run away from that life and finding yourself.
It's sad, really. it's
Is that one of the reasons you don't want to continue in politics?
no, right?
Okay.
That's not one of the reasons. I think that the most important reason for me not wanting to continue in politics is that politics is a dirty game. So when you hear people say that politics is dirty, believe me, politics is dirty.
Now that is one of the reasons why I called for this video, because I wanted us to shine the light on the fact that it is perceived that politics is a dirty game.
It is a dirty game.
And you're saying
It
it
is
now.
terribly dirty.
And we know you.
Yeah.
Okay, not everyone, but
Yeah.
I know you to be someone that loves God genuinely and love the people. How do you navigate that as a child of God? You have His principles guiding you, and then you know that this thing that you're doing, there's people are playing dirty. How do you keep your hands clean?
Okay, it's a beautiful question, but like I'll say again, politics is a very dirty game, right? And school politics is different.
And that is even at school level.
At school level, exactly. So there's a way that you can move around doing politics in school
Okay.
without getting dirty,
Okay.
because school is a small place. Let me use that word, right? So there are things that you would do and you get away with. Right? But so, just like you said, if this is school and we're seeing so much dirt in politics, imagine leaving, leaving school and going to the outside world. I'm already envisioning it to be crazy. And I don't think I want to go crazy, right? But so for school, like I said, school is small. So you see the dirt, but at the end of the day, you can decide whether you want to be a part of it or not. And there's also a high possibility that you can exclude yourself from the dirt of politics in school and still make it.
Okay.
And I saw it work for me.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's come back to that.
So it is that, for one, pharmacy, right? It's a small place. It's a small faculty, right?
How many students are there?
Do you get it? Just slightly over 800, right? So if you put in the work, you'd scale through. I can't talk about other faculties that have several departments under, the number is large, and well, politics is played dirty there. For my faculty, I can say to an extent that politics is not as dirty as other departments in the university. So for me, I think that the environment, the faculty that is, helped me make the decision, stay true to the decision that I have made, and succeed at the end.
Wow, that's very beautiful. Now you said something. Now I wanted to ask, as a woman in politics and as a pharmacy student, woman in pharmacy, were there some encumbrances that you face while running for office? Like, not because it is dirty, but because of the fact that you are a woman?
Yes. In fact, let me start with APS. APS was a much smaller body.
Now I'm signing because I think campaigning. I never did anything, but wow, it was a lot, even for me.
Yeah, APS was a very small place, right? And as a woman, I think that I got a lot of opposition. I knew people that I had gone to campaign to, and they outrightly told me, we know you can do it, but we will not vote for you because you're a woman. And I'm like,
that's sad.
Are you serious? Like, in this time and age, like, how do you
rather go for the person that is incapable than vote for capacity?
Yes, and they'll tell you to your face. Like, I met people that told me to my face. Another time I met someone, the person told me, you'd need to put in extra work convincing me to vote for you because you're a woman. And I told the guy, you know what, I think that it's going to be a very long conversation, so I think that we should meet some other time.
Did you guys later meet?
No, I didn't. That was the point. That was the point of it, because I'm like, in this time and age, if I'm coming up to you and I'm soliciting for your support,
and
right?
You know that I'm capable.
Yes, and the best thing you can think of, to tell me is you're a woman.
Such magnetic thinking.
So I just knew that it was not somebody that deserved a conversation with me. And I'm like, it's one vote, even though they say the tiny drop of water make an ocean, but it was really sad. But so I encountered a lot of those with APS. With PANS, it was also the same thing.
Yeah, particularly for PANS, because I remember, I think when you do so well, actually she did win the APS election. She was the president at that time. And then when she was running for PANS, it was so funny because we saw her capabilities with APS. Like, we did not even know what APS was. I didn't know what APS was till you showed up. I was like, what the hell is APS? And the next thing, they're having seminars, scholarships, tea parties. And you should know that most of the things she sponsors herself. Like, sometimes I'm always like, Judith, you can't use your money for this. It's like, but the people, and then they come up with
get done. I mean,
they always come like, Judy, I have not paid my faculty this. I'm like, is she But then they always come back to her, and we saw you do such a great job with APS, and then now it's time for you to run for PANS. And I remember this very thing happened to me. I met someone, I was like, you should, Judith, this, that, and the person